Hey, Jennifer here. Welcome to Crafting in Carrollville. I promised y'all a bins haul today, and to make it super great, I went to the bins today. If you don't know what the bins are, it's actually called the Bargain Barn. In our vicinity, it's called the Bargain Barn, the bins, the Goodwill outlet. The concept is the same. It's basically just a junk store that you walk in and you hunt for treasures. So they have these giant blue tables that actually resemble boats, and they call them boats. And so those are filled with clothes, shoes, just miscellaneous junk. And then they have also more segmented bins that are sort of like totes, and they have glass items, all sorts of different stuff like that. So now let me be very clear right away. I'm going to say this to you. I am not, I say not, reselling stuff from the bins or my thrift hauls. I have zero interest in doing that. So, and I said that to tell you this, that what my husband just heard was, guess what, honey? I started a new career reselling things from my thrift hauls. Get some boxes. That's what he heard. And I'll tell you why he heard that. Because when I first started doing artwork, I said to Dan, I don't want to do shows. And then while we were at shows, people asked me if I would teach a craft class. And I said, I don't want to teach a craft class. And then while I was teaching a craft class at the library, people said to me, well, why don't you have a YouTube channel? Why don't you do YouTube? I said, I don't want to have a YouTube channel. So you can see where this conversation is going. But I'm telling you, I am like, welcome to my new career as a reseller. Okay. I set up a table back here just because that's going to be easier for me to go through. And then I'm just sort of discarding everything over here on this, my husband's chair. Again, he's not in it. He's at work. So anyway, these are just tin stars. I don't know where they came from, but I have a cowboy that I drew that works well on stars. So I'll do something with waterside paper with that. Also got these little tin things. Again, I don't have my glasses on, so I don't stand a chance of telling you what they say or where they came from. But I have a pig and a chick. And as I talk about whatever piece I'm going to put on, I'll flash a picture up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. It's all my original artwork, and I just sort of, I plastered on everything with a surface for our shows. And we have Vintage Market Days coming up next month. And then another Vintage Market Days the month after that. So we're going to be super busy, and I've got to create. So like, I have to just take you on that journey with me because that's what I'm doing. So you'll see me I'll be creating for shows. Everything that I generally make on YouTube is going to be sold at our shows. I don't currently have a website. I do have a Facebook store, and I'm going to be revamping that, but I'm not even going to tell you where it is right now. Because I need to redo it. Because when they changed things to Meta, they changed it. Okay, so I bought these fall plates because I want to do a tablescape this year. I didn't do it last year. Oh, I didn't do it last year because Hurricane Ian gave us a whole new landscape outside. So I wasn't really focused on decorating last year. Oh, and I got these. Now, I got these because I tested them while I was there to see if they came apart. Oh, and you see, yes, they do. So I want them to come apart because, and I'm just going to tear them apart right now with my brute strength. So now I'm just going to have these little heart tins. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put them on, I'm going to put my little pig and chick that I drew on them, Kevin and Kira. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And this part's not going to go to waste either. I'm going to show you, I planned this all out while I was searching through the bins. And sometimes it works that way. Sometimes I buy things and I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. And then sometimes I buy things and I'm like, well, I'm just going to keep that for 10 years and then I'll figure out what to do with it. And I think we all do that. So, I'm not the only one. Okay. Before I show you what I'm going to do with this, let me show you this. this was just something, you know, I knew it was going to cost like 2 cents because they sell things by the weight at our bins. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to keep it on my workshop desk where I do my crafting. And I have an art installation coming up at the library where I'm going to display my artwork for 2 months, but I can't take away from the inventory from my shows. So I'm going to use this just to put my frames in that I want to work on every day if I need to redo frames or whatever it is. My prints that I'm going to be working with. It's just sort of an accountability program for Jennifer. So if I put 5 frames in this on my desk, I know that those are the 5 frames that I have to do. So when you work for yourself and by yourself, you really have to get yourself on an accountability schedule where you're really holding yourself to the fire, because nobody else will. Well, no, okay, no, my husband will. But, and he'd probably be better off if he was like your accountability, partner, but he's mine. And, good luck with that, Dan. So, and I always look for practical things at the Bargain Barn. So I got these notepads. Look, they're 4 in a pack. And they just say funny things like sometimes the best thing about my job is that the chair spins. So, things like that you'll pay pennies for at the Bargain Barn are definitely worth it, especially if you have a business. Now I'm going to write my list every day and forget to take it to the grocery store and whatever. And, this I love. This came from the Bargain Barn. You can see it's old and crusty. Probably would have paid less for it if I'd have wiped the dust off it. Probably weighs a little bit more with the dust on it. But they sell everything by the weight. So, but this is what I was going to use, that little piece for. This doesn't have a top, but I can find a way to put that on there. So it will have a top. And so all of these things that I have that I'm showing you are going to make their way into our shows with my artwork on them, or somebody else's artwork, transfers, whatever it is. It's going to be, we strive to make everything in our booth handmade. So if it doesn't have my artwork on it, it's my craft work. So either or. I always buy little cups like this when I see them. They look sort of like enamelware, only they're not, they're ceramic. But I always put like the pig and the chick on here, or one of my art pieces goes on little cups. We sell them for $10 a piece at our shows, and people request, which picture they want, and then I, whatever. So I have to make those. I always pick these up when I see them, because I actually throw them up on Mercari. They sell, and I probably paid 2 cents for them. So whatever I sell them for on Mercari will be good. I always pick up little metal doodads. This is just a little metal thing. I'll paint it, and I'll put a flower arrangement in it, and I will also put my artwork on it. Again, it'll probably be the pig and the chick, because that seems to be something that we're really selling right now. That was new at our last show, so that particular piece hasn't been to many shows. This here is newer than I want it to be, so I will definitely age this piece, and this will have some transfers on it. I could do waterside paper on it, actually, and we'll see how it progresses. It might end up with my artwork on it on waterside, or it might be a transfer piece. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'm trying my best to stay in the frame and make sure that y'all can see everything. Listen, this is all such a huge learning curve. I'm trying my best, and I can't see the camera. If you don't know, I actually have macular degeneration, and I've lost a lot of fine vision in recent years. So I don't work as quickly as I used to in the art field, but I do my best to keep up and produce a couple new pieces a year. Don't feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for me. I love that I can do what I want to do at my own pace. So I'm trying not to buy anything Christmas right now, but I did get these because I did actually a really beautiful woodland theme last year for Christmas, and these are really cute. So actually last year again, I didn't really decorate for Christmas because we still had, literally, we live on a corner and we had tree debris on our corner edge of our lot until after Christmas, and it was 10 feet tall and 30 feet long, at least. I'll put up a picture. So our idea was we were just going to throw lights on it and say Merry Christmas, but I actually did end up decorating just the fireplace. We didn't even do a tree last year because it just seemed like more stress than I was ready for at the time. So I got this cute little cast iron skillet, and I'll probably clean it up, and I don't know if I'll decorate this side or this side, but a pig and a chick will definitely go on that, you know, because obviously bacon and eggs. Sorry, Kevin and Kira. Okay, so I always pick just like old vintage tools up. I like to have things like this in my workshop. It's because I think they're super cute, and like I can pretend they were my grandpa's. Like they weren't, but you know, but maybe they were, you don't know. I have 10 of them. So that'll make a cute little, I don't know whether I'm going to put the image on the inside or the outside. Well, looks like might be the inside. I have to do a lot of cleanup on those anyway, but whichever, we'll see. Oh, let me show you this so I can get it out of the way and not trip on it. This is a big, giant tobacco basket. And I know it retails at Hobby Lobby for $80+. I think it's 3 feet wide. We actually have vaulted ceilings in our living room that go up about 20 feet. So I'm going to put this on a high place on my own living room wall. I don't climb ladders anymore because 2 years ago I fell off a ladder and shattered my elbow and had to have the whole thing replaced. So I do not climb ladders anymore, and I don't always let my husband climb ladders, it depends. So, but he's gonna hang this for me. And you know, they sell things by the weight at my bin store, so I'm guessing it was probably less than $2, probably more like $1. So this is why I love, love, love our bins. So there's differences in the bin stores according to geography, I'm sure. So the advantage that we have here at our bins is that we live in Southwest Florida. I've said this, and so this is where all the vintage people of America come to live, to rest, to retire. So we get all their stuff. Eventually we get all their stuff, and you know, it's sad, but it's true. So at our bins on any given day, in the boats that I was telling you about, they have just all the rusty, crusty metal stuff, all the kitchen stuff, and they usually have at least 2 just entire boats full of that stuff. And I always know when they're there when I walk in, because it's so loud when people go through those bins, because it's all metal, it's all clanging together, and they're like frantic about getting what they want. And I just kind of wait until, you know, the traffic clears, and then I just look at my own pace, because whatever I'm looking for, they're not looking for. So I don't ever think that somebody's going to get something, you know, that I wanted or whatever. Okay. Got this enamelware. Again, you know what? Let me show you what I did with an enamelware piece that's in my kitchen. Let me run and grab it. Hold on. This is super cute, and this was just water slide paper. That's all I did to it, but it's one of those coffee percolators. And you know, again, I got it at the bin, so I probably paid maybe $2 for it. And then this graphic is from Creative Fabrica, and we covered, it's water slide paper, we covered how to do that a couple videos ago in the guitar video. Like I said, I always buy practical items at the bins. I got these business card holders, and these will help at shows, and also the art installation that I'm doing next month. Oh, and I got a rolling pin. It's not vintage, but it's old and greasy, so I have to clean it, and we'll do something fun with that. The reason I go to the bins is that I do a lot of upcycles. We do vintage market days 4 times a year, and so I try to, you know, play into that vintage experience, obviously. And artwork, you know, animals have been around forever. They're definitely vintage. So my artwork fits into the experience, but I try to bring upcycles and vintage finds and just all sorts of different things to, you know, appeal to my buyers. And I also like to keep my price points from $2 all the way up to $3.75 for my biggest piece of art. So if you do shows, if you do resale, you know, I mean, you craft for resale, you know, try to think about how you can keep your pricing, you know, from way down low to high so that you can give everybody a chance to shop. Okay, I got 4 of these canisters, and these are going to be for me. Actually, I did some in my kitchen not long ago, but well, actually a couple years ago at this point, and I don't love them, and they haven't really held up well, so I got 4 of those. I got those again from the Bargain Barn. So everything I'm showing you actually was 2 trips to the Bargain Barn. The bins, I'm sorry, it's the bins. I prefer to call it the bins, actually, I just forget. So I got 4 of those canisters, but I did all of this in 2 trips, and I think I spent roughly $12 each trip. So everything that I'm showing you cost me roughly $24, $25. This is just a little tin pedestal type riser thing. I think it's cute. You know, put your rings in it by the sink or something like that. And honestly, you wouldn't have to do anything to it, but I'm sure I will. I love this. This is, if I were still doing red in my kitchen, I'd be keeping it, but I'm not. So, oh, parts. This is cast iron. It's super heavy. I love to have these for our shows, just to put artwork out on our display tables. I have a bunch of them. And it can handle a heavy piece of artwork. Oh, let me show you this. Just because it was part of my haul, this is my new Aldi cold bag. And then there's a wreath in there that I will just take the picks out of and throw the wreath away. I don't need the wreath. And this was just something I liked the look of the little, it looks like somebody put clay on it and then painted it. So I'll do something to fix that. I'm not loving this, but I feel like I could do something fun with that. Here are the rest of my canisters. I have 4 of them. Now, obviously I would have preferred that they were already white, but we can go a long way with these. There's 4 of them. Got them at the Bargain Barn. Sometimes when I'm curious about how much something weighs or, you know, how much it costs, I have them weigh it separately. And so I know that those were about $2 for all 4 of them. So that's a pretty good deal. I always pick these up when I'm at the Bargain Barn. So it's just a rusty tin bucket, and I'll use it for something. I see that you could like weave some ribbon in here, and I would probably paint this out and put a pig and a chick in it and then make it into a little flower arrangement. Always pick these up. These are for your pegboard organizers, and listen, I don't know how I do it, but I lose mine a lot because they fall behind my work table, and I don't move my whole work table for every little thing that I drop back there. I wait until I've dropped like the whole world back there, and then I move everything and find my stuff. Oh, I just wanted to show you one of my favorite things that I've ever hauled from the bins. This is a Bible, and I didn't have my glasses on that day, but I could see that it must have said Carol, And then I found my glasses out of my purse. No, I didn't. I asked the girl next to me, what does that say? She said, Nancy Ann Carroll. And that was my mother-in-law's name. Now, this was not her Bible, but I love it. Because I'll never meet her. She's in heaven. Well, I will meet her one day in heaven, but I won't meet her on the earth. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that because it was sitting here on my coffee table. Oh, big giant canister, 4 of them. Like I said, super excited about those. I think those are going to be really pretty. And my husband will be so excited that I've taken up more counter space. Okay, this is actually for a picture. You see it has mounting hardware on the back. I am going to do something with my new art piece that I'm working on currently. It's an old rusty pickup truck with an American flag in the bed of it. It's really, and so this was my vision for that is I'm going to do some hydro painting on some metal things that I have for that truck. So that's going to be super fun. It will definitely be a video. These also, I bought this because they're actually 2 separate pieces. I can pull them apart and make 2 different pictures on them. I don't know exactly what I'll do yet, but I think there'll be a water slide paper with my pig and my chick. He's a popular piece right now. Whatever piece I just made, as we go to shows, that's what sells. So we're gonna have our new truck at our next show, and so I anticipate that will be our best seller. But we also sell just a combination of all my collection. We call it Portraits from the Pasture, if you've been paying attention. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but all of our portraits of cows, pigs, whatever we have, they're called Portraits from the Pasture. More organizational things. Again, these are super light, so I picked them up from the bargain barn because I know they're going to be, like 2 cents a piece. Oh, and I did it again. I called it the bargain barn. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. Listen, I'm not a cat person at all, but somebody out there is. So this will go to one of our shows with us. It's hand painted. It's definitely like a pottery piece that somebody went to a studio to do. I tried that once. Actually, I tried it several times, and I broke everything that I worked on. So it became just a spectator sport for me because there was no point in my wasting my time and my money. So my sister and my mother enjoyed making something, and I enjoyed watching them. Hey, we're about done with this bins haul, but I also wanted to show you some things that I picked up on Marketplace, because if you're not watching Marketplace, you should be, especially if you live in a hurricane-ravaged city like I do. We don't actually live in a city. We live in a little tiny town. Anyway, a couple more things for my bargain barn haul, just a couple things. Bins. It's called the bins. I like to get frames that I really don't have to do anything to, and this is definitely a frame I don't have to do anything to, especially for the library where I'm going to be hanging my artwork. The least I have to do, the better. And this one I'll definitely have to do something to. I don't do a lot of black. Definitely be painting that one. And what am I going to paint it with? I'm going to show you. So, I know I've talked about this a lot. We had a hurricane, and so some of our local businesses just didn't make it. And as sad as that is, and it is sad, listen, there's not anybody within a 50-mile radius of us that wasn't affected by Hurricane Ian. We still know plenty of displaced people. We are blessed that we weren't one of them. Has our house suffered a lot of damage? Yes. Have we been under a significant amount of stress because of it? Yes. But we are deeply, deeply thankful that that's all we had. Anyway, a business around the corner from me had to close up shop, and so she brought all of her inventory home and just sold it on Marketplace. So that was just this week. She sold 400 units of paint, transfers, all the finishes. She was a Dixie Belle stockist. She also did heirloom paints and a couple of the other bougie paints, and I can't remember what they're called, but I will tell you. Oh, DIY. Sorry, I'm looking for my glasses because I can't show you anything without them. Like you might be able to see it, but I won't be able to see it. Okay, so this is just Dixie Belle paint. This is Sawmill Gravy. She charged $5 no matter what it was. So no matter what size, no matter what finish, no matter what item it was $5. So I got this. I'm just gonna put everything on the other side of the table as I go. This is Savannah Mist. I don't know anything about this paint. I've used Dixie Belle paint in the past, but just as I needed it, you know, a couple colors here and there. So I've never had like an actual inventory of it, but I do now. This is the Best Dang Wax in White. So you know these are $25, $30 if you buy them from a stockist. This color is, I have to put my glasses on, Stormy Seas. So there's a great coastal color. Latte. This is a fall color, must have been from last year. I don't know, this is Dixie Belle. This is Country Chic paint, Country Chic, Country Chic. I think it's Country Chic. Let me see what color it is. It says here on the label, I think. Simplicity. It's called Simplicity. It's a white color, probably like an off-white. Anyway. Oh, Dixie Dirt. Super excited about that. This is Silk All-in-One Mineral Paint Wharf. So another coastal color. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about this paint besides that, you know, it's probably, let's see if it had a original price at $25. So $25, I got all these for $5. This is Dried Sage. Lazy Linen. I think I like that. The Best Dang Wax in Brown. I don't know anything about this product. It's No Pain Gel Stain, Picklin White. It's $32. Oh, it's from Dixie Belle. Okay, so some of y'all probably know something about it. You can tell me. Let's see. Country Chic again, Sunday Tea. It looks like a very like ecru kind of color, kind of beigey, taupey, white. DIY paint, Queen Bee. I've seen Sammy Veltri use a lot of this lately on Unicorn Dust Designs. French linen. I like that. Farmhouse Green. I like that a lot. This is Dixie Belle again. Pumpkin Spice, Dixie Belle. Cool. You know, I don't do a lot of fall decor because we live in Florida and it just never gets like fall. You just never get that fall feeling in the air. So I don't really play into that too much. Best Dang Wax in Black. Best Dang Wax in Grunge Gray. This is the Clear Matte Spray Wax, the Easy Peasy from Dixie Belle. This is scale today, and same thing. I'll probably take this stuff off and just use another one of those little tin plates that I pulled the hearts off of to give it a base. And I'm going to show you. It's so easy to change the faces in these and give it a more vintage appearance. So I have several of these that I've done. Well, I don't have them anymore because I've sold them, but Oh my goodness, I almost forgot to show you like my favorite part of that whole marketplace haul, and that is transfers. She had some IOD transfers, she couldn't find them. She's going to call me when she locates them in her big giant 3-car garage that all of her inventory is currently housed in. Anyway, so I've never heard of, let's see, Dixie Belle transfers. They're called bells and whistles. They're pretty. So there's 4 pages of transfers in each of these. They have a transfer tool in there. Super excited about using those. Those are definitely going to make their way onto all of these upcycles that we have planned. When I say we, I really mean me and my husband, because literally I couldn't do anything I do without his help. He's my eyes when I need him to be. He's my right hand. He's so good to me. Never tells me no. Just always is there, just for everything. So anyway, if you have a husband like that, just, thank the Lord. Okay, this one is redesign. Is that Prima? I don't even know. Like, I've never heard of some of these. Here's another redesign one. It's for furniture. There's 4 pages of really pretty stuff in here. I've opened all of them. It's another one. Who's this by? Bells and Whistles again. So that's Dixie Belle. Again, I did not know that they had transfers until now. So I'm super excited about that. These were $5. $5. Okay, this one is Christmas. Isn't that cool? Like, I'm super excited about this one too. We do a couple Christmas shows every year. Super excited about this year. Last year was rough. Like, last year's show season after the hurricane, it was not fun. Okay, this one. This one is really pretty. Again, this one is Bells and Whistles, so that's Dixie Belle. Super exciting, huh? All right, that's all I got for you. That was a great haul from the bins. Some super great stuff. Glad I went this morning and saw what else they had to have. Also, I'm loving all the stuff I got on Marketplace as well. If you know how to use any of that stuff, like, hit me up, like, send me a message, let me know, because I'm going to be using all of those products to upcycle all the things I showed you from the bins. If you're in the Southwest Florida area, come to Vintage Market Days. Also, watch your notifications, because we'll have a new video coming up probably Monday. We're going to do some wood burning. Super excited about that. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comments. Do all the things that will help me succeed over on YouTube. My husband and I really would appreciate that. You're helping us build our empire, So anyway, I'm just being silly, but thank you so much. I appreciate your time. See you next time.